think we're probably live. And if we're live, welcome to the audience. Say hi.
Hello, hello, hello. Bonsoir. Bonsoir à tous. Hello, everyone.
Salut tout le monde.
Bienvenue à l'édition de Throw Collective.
Ouais, le collectif de la poésie Throw, en fait. Throw Collective, let's go.
Throw Collective. So welcome. Go ahead.
My name is Michael. I'm also BeWyrd. I'm the president of Throw, and this is Nikki. You want to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, bonjour à tous. Moi c'est Nikki. Je fais partie de Throw Collective. My name is Nikki. I'm part of Throw Collective. On est un groupe au BNL de poètes enthousiastes. We are a non-profit collective of poet enthusiasts.
Yeah.
Et ce soir, tonight, we have a few speakers to present, and it's going to be an interesting show.
Yeah, and we're just kind of like filling in from last week's show. We're supposed to have a proper slam at Théâtre Sainte-Catherine, but unfortunately, as I'm sure you guessed, we weren't able to. But we're going to substitute with this. It's going to be fine. It's going to be dandy. Ça va bien aller, comme on dit.
C'est ça. Alors, pour ceux francophones, on est supposé d'avoir un spectacle la semaine passée, mais à cause de la pandémie et la situation sanitaire, on a bougé ça à la virtuelle. Voilà.
En fait, c'est le cas. So cool. Yeah, we don't have we have a few speakers, and it's going to be a bit of a short show unless some of our others trickle in throughout the evening. But yeah, we're actually going to do, I guess, a land acknowledgement, even though we're not physically in the same location. We are all on the same territory of Ganegahaga. So yeah, do you want to take the lead on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we acknowledge that we're on the venue that we are here is on unceded Indigenous lands, specifically the Ganegahaga Nation, and we recognize as custodians on the land we gather on today of Georgiaje, also known as Montreal, and it was a gathering place for today. We encourage an active interrogation of the past to illuminate our present so that we may guide our future towards the truth and living here today.
Et aussi, en français, la reconnaissance territoriale, nous reconnaissons que l'établissement est situé en territoire autochtone, lequel n'a jamais été cédé. Nous reconnaissons la nation Ganegahaga comme gardienne des terres et des eaux sur lesquelles nous nous réunissons aujourd'hui, même si c'est virtuel. Tiohtià:ke, surnommé Montréal, est historiquement connu comme un lieu de rassemblement pour de nombreuses Premières Nations et aujourd'hui une population autochtone diversifiée, ainsi que d'autres peuples y résidant. C'est dans le respect des liens avec le passé, le présent et l'avenir que nous reconnaissons les relations continues entre les peuples autochtones et autres personnes de la communauté montréalaise. So yeah, little land acknowledgement. It's always good to remind ourselves of, like where we are, what we're talking about. Yeah, so actually, I'm pretty sure to start us off, it's going to be you. Isn't that right, Nikki? Are you actually the one starting this whole jamboree off?
I guess so. Thank you so much, Michael.
I'm going to put you up on the big screen, okay?
Me on the big screen? Oh my. Alors, salut. Hello. I have two pieces that I'd like to present. One is a new piece, body of writing, and another one that's a very classic that I've presented at other Throw events. So let's begin. The piece is called Curtains Are the Eyelashes of the Room. For a year, my art was mine to hold and to enjoy. It's hard to create anything and let it out into the wind. Before you go through the execution of making something, you have to make it and then send it out. Then you hate it. I look into the face of my own inadequacy, and this is the first thing I ever made that I don't know what to do with it. Because it's vulnerable to say, hey, look, I made a thing and I like it. This is the first thing that I ever made, this piece of art, this body of work, and I don't know how to hold it like a newborn kitten. Except I'm the newborn kitten, and I don't know how I can make it feel better. Myself, not the kitten. Because it's vulnerable to say, hey, look, I made a thing and I like it. Or, hey, look, I made a thing and I wanted to like it. So I must have to take a step back, look into the void, rephrase, refrain, and reiterate a new body of work. So that one is that.
Woo, yeah, woo, yeah. Oh my God, Nikki, let's go. Okay, I'm gonna be the hype man for everybody, all right?
You're gonna be the hype man.
I'm gonna hype
Oh,
every
dear.
single poem up, okay?
Oh mon dear. Okay. So I have another piece. It's called The Duel. So short and sweet, and then we will go to our next speaker. The Duel. It's a beautiful thing to be made out of porcelain, of white painted cheeks and painted glass eyes of blue, ribbons tied up in a bow holding those curls, with striped stockings pulled up to the knees, dolloped with pigmented lips of crimson. It's a tragically dull thing to be seen as simply an antiquity, the shape of our curves, an empty vessel, hidden behind a glass case, the panes of glass, waiting to be played with. Oh, wonderful thing! What a wonderful thing is to dance and sing, held in the arms under the sun, caressed by your sun-kissed cheeks, reminiscent of the journeys that was once lived, of cowboys and Indians, mermaids and princes, pirates looking for lost treasure, yearning for their next adventure. Yet these wings were clipped before they were even given the choice to fly. Thank you.
Yeah, woo!
All right, so we'll pass along on deck to Raisa, who is our lovely soul that would take over the mic. Here you go, my dear friend Raisa. Hey-o!
Hey y'all. I'm so happy that we're doing this. This is a pretty good way to share some words when we can't see each other face to face. So I'm gonna share two lovely poems with you tonight. And this first one is called Tell Me Where It Hurts. Tell me about your hands and their tunnel vision. And about how every part of you is widened eyes. Tell me where it hurts. Let's place fingertips over the ridges of wounds. Let's manage those canyons. And then tell me where he took you. Which room it was and how you resent your own bed now. Tell me his name and then spit into your hand. And then tell me her name. And where on the stairs she will block your body in, but at least now you know all those cocaine-stained faces were never your home. And then tell me about when they didn't believe you. And about being webbed through the internet in long status lines around your neck. Tell me about betrayal that makes Caesar's fate look mild, and tell me about the child in you dying every time you learn that people are not kind. But then tell me about the kind ones. About your friend and her father feeding you seafood chowder. You see, there's some care that is so quiet that it is louder than any hate. And tell me about the open couches and the cigarette offers and walks by the lake, and she would tell you stories about the hospital like they were liturgies. And then tell me about the one who wanted children. And about having no one to tell and the swelling in your throat. Tell me about the quotes you wrote on your own leg to better claim it. Tell me about drug dens when doing your doctorate. And locked doors and cocked pepper spray bottles. Tell me their names. Tell me about anarcho-hypocrites and patch punk hisses and double-dutching double-speak. Tell me about weakness. And about waking up to cuts that you can't remember making. And tell me if waste is possible. If we ever say goodbye to tremors or throw away pain or grow back some kid gloves over calluses, tell me which grounds will take graveled over paths. will welcome unmissed memories. Tell me if there are graveyards for this. Tell me where it hurts. These things were made for the earth.
Woo!
Thanks, y'all. That's poem number 1. It's always a little, I don't know, there's something always kind of fun about doing poetry this way, because I feel like on a stage, I'm always so used to being like, here's my hands over here and I'm making this motion and this is so performative, and it's there's something a little fun about being like, all right, can I tell a poem in this box and make it work still without doing all this fun stuff? But I don't know, it's part of the challenge these days, I guess. It's part of how it goes. We're now doing shows with, like, you know, in our living room with teddy bears in the background and stuff. So
yeah, Shakespeare actors are in shambles right now.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, it's like, this is what we're trying to make a show. Is this really sitting in our pajamas? But whatever, I love it. I kind of love how intimate it is. Yeah, so I'm gonna do one more poem for y'all, and then we'll pass it back over to the lovely Nikki to keep hosting us and taking us through our fun little showcase. All right. This is a poem that's called Torpor. The echidna is the only mammal that can survive a wildfire. While in torpor, the echidna can live without sustenance and emerge after the environmental threat has passed, malnourished but alive. He will carve you a wooden cutout of your old cat and a snake named Buster, and he will take you to an Indian restaurant and say that he sees years of summer in your spine and a bathtub of tea at your toe steps. And he is as red as the men before him who were roses and exploded to the point of music. Red as men who stitch wood to skin, and red as men who bullet flesh to promise. And he is as red as the men who split your teeth open. He is as red as the men who purpled your skin. And so when he calls you screaming, you don't hang up the phone. The echidna hums in reassuring tones, and its stomach nests nutrients in preparation for natural disaster. The echidna's adaptive insides quiet the brain's reaching for food, for water, for touch, for tender. The echidna has lived in the forest for a very, very long time. And the sky watches the echidna and says, men who set themselves on fire cannot keep you warm. He may look like the sun, but wolves have always conned sheep with clothing, and you know this. You don't have to eat dust to inhabit the earth. And if he needs to hunt something, let him be both the spider and the fly. You are the sky, and your fidelity is only to the sparrows. And tell him, you can only love the sky by letting it be blue, by letting it rise to crescent and sigh a morning to the planet. He tried to catch the sky in a butterfly net, as if by setting enough fires a tree would snap, and then oaken tenderness smoke from her trunk. So boy, don't ask for her hand unless you can match its lines, the mountains. And then a grasshopper laughs and says, you self-harm by falling in love with men who spit on women for parting our lips. And so what if you stopped splitting limbs off your body so better to reach everyone? Don't you know that a quilt is knitted to be touched whole? And why do you rip leaf blades off your branches for men who would not place their palms to your bark? And then I say, the saddest thing is that the sky cannot see herself. Isn't that terrible? And then the sky turns to the fire and says, you know how lonely it is to be made out of everything. And to know that everyone who looks at you can only see 1/1000th of your body. And the sky says, I am sorry. I'm sorry that when you reached for my hands, they were just rain. And that I could never keep track of time because I spend my days pacing the sun. I'm sorry that I'm only red in October, and I can only cradle a wildfire for miles, and I'm really only good for staying when dying men set their eyes to me to pray, and then he looks away and he says, should we call it off? And I say, I guess I'm just not very good at being a girlfriend.
Woo, yeah!
Ooh, beautiful, 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 beautiful.
Oh, worms. All right. Well, thanks y'all for having me on the showcase. I'm excited to hear. I hear we have music coming up next. Is that what's up?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, cool.
Music, crossing our fingers for our other panelists for sure. But thank you so much for sharing, Raisa. That was lovely.
You're welcome. Thank you, Nikki.
So, alors, à la prochaine. C'est Stephen Blaine. Next up on deck is Stephen Blaine. Take it away.
Wow. Hey, Nikki. Raisa, are you an actress also? I mean, I have to imagine you are.
You know what? You're right. I grew up in the musical theater world, so
Yeah,
that's
totally. I mean, you've got it down.
Thank you.
I hope you're auditioning for stuff because you're amazing. Yeah. Oops.
I'm so excited for the music. All right.
Wait, you haven't heard it yet. It could be a nightmare. Trust me.
I don't know. You have a guitar and a microphone. It looks pretty good.
Oh, that's true. That's all it takes today. You are absolutely right. Like that? That was just my start. Very punk.
Good old
right?
crackling noise to start. Absolutely.
Right.
You got our full confidence. Let's go.
Full confidence in you, Stephen.
That did it. All right. I'll try to screw it up. This is this week's. Actually, this was last week's work. It's a song called Sorry. Sorry to hear about Bob John. Hard to believe that he is gone. Woke up one morning, sang his favorite song. Well, I was sorry to hear about Bob John. I just bumped into dear old Mark. We used to smoke dope in the park, walk down the streets through the chilly, chilly dark. I just bumped into dear old Mark. Well, the world goes around, things tumble down. Sorry to mention this, although I am sorry for doing all kinds of things, and I'm sorry I ever let you go. Sorry to see you there, Renee, my dear sweet love back in the day. What would have been if we went a different way? Sorry you're lying there, Renee. Well, the world goes around, things tumble down. Sorry to mention this, although I am sorry for doing all kinds of things, and I'm sorry I ever let you go. Sorry to hear about Bob John. Hard to believe that he is gone. Woke up one morning, sang his favorite song. Well, I was sorry to hear about Bob John. Sorry to hear about Bob John. Oh.
Ooh, that was great. So good.
That's fantastic. So what
thank-
inspired that piece in particular?
An event that happens has happened a lot during COVID, but it happens as you move through the stages of life more frequently, and that conversation is something you have.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Do you have another piece you'd like to share as well?
Could I? Is that all right?
Yeah, go ahead. We have time, right?
Okay.
Right, Michael?
Hell yeah, brother.
Go ahead. Feel free.
All right, this is a song of mine called "In the Bar," Angelique. In the bar, Angelique, perfume drifts, passions peak, lovers stare, smooth and sleek, and the music plays blue in the bar, Angelique. While we dance cheek to cheek, I feel my knees grow weak. I need a fix of you. Swirl to sip perfectly, cognac blue, think Paris. Like to play hide and seek, peekaboo, Angelique. Swirl to sip perfectly, cognac blue, think Paris. Like to play hide and seek, peekaboo, Angelique. In the bar, dim the lights, mesmerize and the delight. You're the dream that I seek. In the bar, Angelique. In the bar, Angelique.
Yo, oh my God. So good.
Wow, that was really lovely. It
Thank
like
you.
truly warms the heart.
Beautiful.
I guess
Thank you.
Angelique was a very special someone.
Just a
Just
character
some-
in a play.
Character in a play, always
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Thanks for hosting this and doing this.
Oh, my pleasure.
Yeah.
We are all overdue to be back on stage. I think most of us just
Well,
missed
where
that.
are you? Do you three of you know each other? Is that
Yes, absolutely. So I'm based in Montreal with Michael and Raisa as well. I met Raisa and Michael through one of the poetry slam events that Throw Collective organizes, and this is just a project that we all put together. That this collective has been running for how many years has it been running, Michael?
Over a dozen.
wow?
Oh, yeah. And so we're a band of misfits that just really loved spoken word. Right?
Very cool. Well, it's nice to meet you. I'm in Manhattan. case
You're
I
in
didn't
Manhattan.
mention.
Oh,
Yeah,
pleasure.
yeah.
Very good stuff. New Yorker.
Yeah,
New
I was
Yorker.
supposed to be in New York during the holidays, but with the sanitary measures can't really go much or go far, unfortunately.
I mean, can you come to America now, or is it easy or not easy?
It's we can travel, but it's more challenging to leave and enter with all the different PCR tests and the verification and travel verifications too. So it's more costly to travel.
Well, in Montreal, are they lean more no mask or more wear mask?
We have a mask mandate, public spaces.
Oh,
We have to put it on and things like that, keep them social distancing. And those are the measures that we have now. Yeah, absolutely.
Huh. So that's similar to Manhattan. I mean, we have a lot of measures, and people are pretty much panicked. So they're wearing multiple masks. You know,
double layering. That's been on trend for that for sure.
So I just wanted to thank you again, and like read out some of these comments that we're getting. Like people are loving what you said. Or loving what you played. Like we have Christina who says she loves your voice so much, it's soothing, and Lacey loves saying thank you for sharing. Piano playing was so enjoyable. Yeah, that's lighting up.
That's really kind.
Very pleasant. Yeah.
Can I put my socials in the chat
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
How do we follow you, Stephen?
Well, I have a link tree, but I mean the bottom line is if you find me on that's what I'm
post a link tree and I'll put it on the YouTube.
The Spotify thing. Yeah, sure. Let me I'll paste it in. Thank you.
What are your handles for those who don't have
Stephen Blaine Music? Pretty much.
Stephen Blaine Music. Okay. All one word?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah. Stephen with
Make sure to like and follow and sub his work, everyone.
Please do, please. I'm up to like 4 now, so it'd be great.
Well, you'll count me in for sure.
Thank you. Thank you.
Definitely.
Okay.
All right, Michael. Who's next?
I think it's gonna be me. Is that all right?
Yeah. Okay. Great. Fantastic. So, will you be performing something, or will you be playing music?
Play some music.
You're gonna play some music. All right.
Yeah, I cannot believe I gotta follow up that act. Oh my god, it really put me on the spot. Jeez, golly, jeez. So unfair.
Take it away, dear friend. Take it away.
I got gumption, at least, I suppose. So this is a song called Leaving Home. And it was a song about coming to Montreal. Isn't that appropriate? Can you hear that?
Yeah, how many moons ago?
Ooh, yeah, a decade ago.
Ooh,
Not as old as Throw, but yeah, it's been a while. Okay, let's see how well I do. Oh, geez. Oh, geez.
Michael, we're not hearing it.
Michael, we don't hear it.
Oh, that's why I asked. You don't hear it, eh?
We don't hear it.
How about now?
Yeah, we hear it.
Now you're distorting. You're sending too much signal to the output.
It's too loud, eh?
Okay. Yeah, it's distorting. Yeah.
Just a pinch down. Much better. Yeah, all good.
Any distortion? We good?
All good.
You're shaking your head a little bit there? Okay, we'll try that.
That's more clean.
Okay. Thank you. It would be kind of silly if I got like 2 minutes in, working it real hard and there's like no sound coming out. Okay. When I first came to the city, looking for you, I couldn't cope with my shitty town looking down on me. I played the blue, going home, looking for pity. Check me out now, I'm free. Found my own sound,
Yeah.
Yeah. Not bad, huh? What you think? Let's see what else we got
Nice, brother. Is that yours?
here. Yeah.
Very nice.
Uno más? Uno más? Un autre? Another one? Is that okay?
Yeah, maybe also try to speak closer to the mic,
Am I not getting heard? Okay.
because yeah, it's not picking up a little bit.
Well, yeah, tell me that.
You sound far away.
We want to hear your beautiful voice.
I'll eat the mic.
Yeah.
It's a really awkward setup. I don't know what I'm doing here, everybody. This is the part of open mic. All right.
Oh, that's
Okay.
much better. Yeah.
Try to eat the mic.
Give it a
This one's
test.
called Nurture Nature.
Okay.
Somewhere there is hope on the wind. There is love in the air. Nature is on the wind. Even if you don't care. Oh, how all this will end. How our futures will change for me. I did leave behind myself to the grind of time. Really need me to get by? Would you cry if I said goodbye? Maybe do I even try to love you? Nowhere is there love on the wind. Is there hope on the air? Nurture will hand you in, even if you do care. If the bow breaks or bends, if a God hears your prayers. Will you change for me? I did leave behind myself to the grind of time. Will you be drowned? Fine. Sorry for the singing. Jesus. I need some water. But there you go. That's the last bit. Thanks for listening.
Fantastic. Fantastic. That was really good. Thank you, Michael. Well then, so is anyone else on the waiting list that'd like to perform? Anyone in the chat that would like to, say, perform a piece of theirs? Est-ce qu'il y a quelqu'un en particulier qui veut partager un poème avec nous? Michael, do you have anything? Do you have anybody else on the waiting list that'd like to share?
Non, je pense pas. Don't think that we got anybody else. Geez. Oh no. Oh God, I pressed the wrong button. So sorry, everyone. I'm supposed to add myself, not replace you. My goodness. Look at this nonsense.
Goodness. Come on, Michael.
We
Oh,
live
la
streaming, so
technologie.
you're seeing the whole sausage being made. Yeah, no, that's it. That's it. That's all we got. We got a bunch of no-shows. So we had like 5 people on deck, but like, a couple of people got a little shy. It's hard to
Oh,
it's hard.
sorry.
It's a little hard
It
to do.
happens. Sorry, it happens.
But hey, we did it. We did an open mic. We had some people come in from abroad, which is brilliant, and heard some poetry, heard some new music. I think this was a raging success.
I agree. Alors, merci tout le monde de partager avec nous. Bonne soirée à vous. Et aussi, prenez soin de vous. So thank you so much.
Whatever
Yes.
Nikki said, I'm down for that. Yep.
All right. Bye, everyone. See you later.
Thank you so much for having us.
That was
and
fun.
sharing